Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Shadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Shadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Shadma. Bandha mohe savadhana Mate. Bandha mohi savadana Mate. Mohi savadana Mate. Jahar prasadhe bhat abhava toriya jai. Jahara prasadhe bhat abhava toriya jai. Hara Adeva Krishna prapti hoy jaha hoyte. Krishna prapti hoy jaha hoyte. Krishna prapti hoy jaha hoyte. Prapti hoy Guru Mukha Padma Vakhya Sitete Kariya Kya. Guru Mukha Padma Vakhya Chitete Kariya Kya. Guru Mukha Vakhya Chitete Kariya Kya. Arana Kariyo Mane Asha. Arana koriyo mane asha. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aishe Utama Gati. Shri Guru Rati Shri Guru Charane Rati जय प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा जय प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा चक्युदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चक्युदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति जा होते अविद्या विनाश जयते वेदे गाय जहर चरित वेदे गाय जहर चरित श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आधम जनर बंधु श्री गुरु चरण सिंधु आधम जनर बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना श्रील प्रभुपाद लोकेरा जीवाना श्रील प्रभुपाद लोके जीवाना आहा प्रभु कर दय देह मदे पदाचया आहा प्रभु करा दय देह मदे पदाचया भेजा सगृष्ण त्रिभुवन भेजा सगृष्ण त्रिभुवन श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पवन जय प्रभुपदा 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 जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिते नामिने नमः श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिते नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादिशोतारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती निर्विशेष श्री Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Jaya Radha, Radhanath Radha, Radhanath Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Prema Dwani.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paramajakacharya, Ostateras at Shri Sriman, His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paramajakacharya, Ostateras at Shri Sriman, His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Prabhupada Ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnavindi Ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki, Prem Shri Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaur Bhaktivedanta Ki, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath Ki, Gaura Hari Ki, Yamuna Mai Ki, Ganga Mai Ki, Tulsi Devi Ki, Bhakti Devi Ki, Srila Prabhupada's book distribution Ki, Temple of the Vedic Planetarium Ki, anniversary of Srila Prabhupada's visit to South Africa Ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga.
Hare Krishna and welcome to today's Sunday Love Feast program. A very special welcome to anyone who is joining us for the first time and to our online community. Devotees, a gentle reminder to please switch off your cell phones or turn them onto silent mode. Our speaker for today is His Grace Kshudi Prabhu. Prabhu hails all the way from America and joined ISKCON in 1970 in Laguna Beach, California. He was initiated by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada in Mumbai at the Cross Maidan Festival in 1971. And he was the first devotee here in South Africa. In September of 1972, he began the Krishna consciousness movement in South Africa and stayed here alone for 6 months, hiding from the apartheid government to establish Krishna consciousness in South Africa. He now lives in Vrindavan, India, and travels all the world preaching Krishna consciousness. I'd now like to hand over to His Grace Kshudi Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. All right. So today we're going to speak a little bit about the launch of the idea of we're celebrating that in October 5th, it will be 50 years since Prabhupada came. Prabhupada came to South Africa on October 5th, 1975, and he stayed through October 24th. And we want to show how each of these things is a continuum. The fact that I was sent to South Africa with someone who that person left me behind here. And then as soon as I got here, many of the Indian people, like in Durban, Mr. J.T. Bula and Damji Kara, were thinking that we should try to get Prabhupada here. But of course it was a difficulty because South Africa did not allow Indians to come, and the Indian passport said not valid in South Africa. So you had two big hurdles to jump through. But Prabhupada coming here established the movement as real, because after all, Prabhupada established ISKCON, and that's where all of us got our inspiration from. And so the temple was opened 10 years later. That's why the temple anniversary of the temple opening is always at the same time, because they opened the temple 10 years after Prabhupada's arrival in South Africa. And then things we're doing today, it isn't as if these are different events. They're continuums of the idea of Lord Chaitanya's movement to Bhaktisiddhanta, to Prabhupada coming to South Africa, to what things we plan to do in the future. They're all connected. It's a continuum of things that we do to try to increase the awareness and do the things that happen. I didn't get to be here when Prabhupada came because I was thrown out of the country. Someone said, "Did the temple throw you out?" I said, "The temple couldn't throw me out. I was the temple." I couldn't throw myself out. But to show the kind of cooperation we had, I bought 3 days by hiding my visa. On the Friday, they caught up with me. They said, "We'll be back Monday." So I called Pushta Krishna and said he had to come tomorrow, and he came the next day to continue Krishna consciousness here. We did these things even though they were inconvenient and dangerous. At least there's no danger in South Africa today. At least not from the government. The government now has never caused us any problem. Back then they would deport people, and that's why they brought the people like Rita, who we'll read a little bit from his. Rita was a South African citizen, and Parthasarathi, because they couldn't be thrown out. Raise your hand if you were here when Prabhupada came 50 years ago. Anyone else? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where? You? Oh, that doesn't count. Who was at this temple, this location, not watching it on the internet, 40 years ago when the temple opened? Same people? Wow, that's good. Why wasn't I here? Why wasn't I here? Because of what? Yeah, it wasn't the temple because I didn't throw myself out. I was the only one here. The government told me I would never be allowed back in South Africa ever again. I said, "That's okay, someday you'll be gone, I'll get to come back." They're gone, I came back. So we have to get through these kinds of difficulties. So fortunately I had Prabhupada on my side. I may not be much. There's so many devotees today that are better than me, but this just shows how we get the mercy by doing service. People want to get the mercy by saying, "Give me the blessings." But you have to do something. The main blessings are, Krishna says in the end of Bhagavad Gita, "Someone who teaches the science to my devotees is the most dear, and never will be the one more dear." Was Prabhupada good at this? Yes, the most expert, obviously. And so that's where we get the blessings. Prabhupada said that we cannot repay the debt to the spiritual master. But if you would all want to try you will preach vigorously as I am doing. So who's preaching as vigorously as Prabhupada did? Anybody? Who would like to raise their hand for that? Nobody. It's pretty hard, but we can at least follow in his footsteps. We may not be the Hanuman who can put the big boulders in the ocean, but maybe we can kick the squirrel. That I kick the dust. I said, I feel like I'm just the squirrel kicking dust while all you big devotees are here putting the rocks in the ocean. And Radhanath Swami says, don't worry, you are the best of the squirrels. So if we can just be a squirrel in the project, that's okay. And so when I was on my way to South Africa, I went into Prabhupada's room. It was a day after he left. He laid the cornerstone for the Mayapur project, Temple of Vedic Planetarium, which of course is our main temple. They just opened the temple, which is the second biggest temple we'll have. Right now it's the first in Navi Mumbai, and Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, spoke for 30 minutes all about ISKCON. No notes, no nothing. Just spoke about ISKCON and about Prabhupada and about Gopal Krishna Swami and things that ISKCON is doing. And so here we will be glorifying Prabhupada's visit. So I went into Prabhupada's room and said, Prabhupada, I'm going to Africa now. I hope this gives me an opportunity to increase my service to you. Prabhupada put his hands behind his head and he said, service to Lord Chaitanya, service to Lord Chaitanya, service to Lord Chaitanya. I was just a young child, and the Ritter writes this book in two forms, Mission in the Services of His Divine Grace and Destination South Africa. And there's a picture of me here at 19. I look about 13. But I came, anybody have that book? Yes. We'll put a picture of that. Somebody took one yesterday. They'll put it on the Facebook so you can see the picture of it. Otherwise, you can see it in the book. Otherwise, it's in my Facebook page somewhere. You have to keep looking. So there's two books here. You know who that's which of Prabhupada's disciples were here with Prabhupada when he came? Does anyone know? No, you know. Let's make it a little harder. Someone who's who else can tell me which disciples were here? Should we make it multiple choice? Okay. Let's say A. Ramanujacharya, B. Kshudi, C. Bhakti Charu Swami, D. Be careful of these numbers, think of them. D. Parthasarathi, E. Gokulendra, let's see, which? Let's see, was it Shaimasundar? Or which ones? You'll say the names? And Pushta Krishna? And Gokulendra? And Kshudi Das? No. How did I miss that? I guess I was a criminal. I wasn't allowed here. But we're doing the same crime today. We're mixing people of different races. So Prabhupada spoke at several places. He spoke at the Lakshmi Narayan Hall, at the Lakshmi Narayan Temple down this way, which would be east of here. And he spoke at the Durban City Hall. He spoke at Peter Maritzburg. And he spoke in Reservoir Hills. Maybe it was in a tent. That was intense, huh? Just like prasadam here is intense, right? So, and do devotees continue things inside of tents? Who used to do preaching inside the tents? So does that mean when we're in this tent taking prasadam, we should engage people in Krishna consciousness, or just talk to the people we already know? Which does it mean? Talk to new people, yes. I mean, if you it might be scary to meet certain people in South Africa you're not worried about, but if there's a place that's safe, it's in this room and in the tents down there. Nobody down there is going to harm you or cause any problem. They can either teach you something, share something with you, or they can learn something from you. Which of those three is good? A, B, C, or D, all of the above? All the above, right? So you can't have a bad experience. And you don't need to leave early because people come to the feast, but they don't charge you by the minute, like how long you're here. Like you punch in a card, and then when you leave, you punch it out, and they charge you by the minute. Is that true? No? So then there's no need to hurry quickly to save money. Some people run out so quickly, I feel they're being charged by the minute, or maybe they got notice we're going to be bombed by planes, but nobody's at war with South Africa, so it can't be those. You don't need to hurry out in a minute. We move the feast backwards. Some feasts in other countries start at 7 o'clock. It used to start at 3 here. So at 1 o'clock, we've already served prasadam, right? So it's early. You don't need to rush home. It isn't going to get dark within an hour after 1, I guarantee it. It'll get dark somewhere, but not here. So let's see if we can find just a couple excerpts from this, because I didn't get to be here, but I got to be here in spirit. It's like Prabhupada said, if you're chanting there and we're chanting here, we're together. When I would read letters from Prabhupada and read reports about devotees doing Sankirtan, I felt like we were all together, even though I was here all alone. Let's see. So Prabhupada landed from Mauritius at 8:45 on October 5th. And the welcoming party had a Hindu congregation with V.K. Naidu and J.T. Bula and Mr. J.P. Gokul, and a whole lot of people came to greet Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, I am pleased to see so many of my countrymen here. I have come with a very special message of happiness for you. And this is the ancient message of Bhagavad Gita as it is spoken by Lord Krishna thousands of years ago. Happiness is to be found in the Bhagavad Gita. The wisdom of the Gita is relevant to all mankind in every field of endeavor, be it economics, politics, religion, social, or cultural. Let's see. There's flyers in here. Prabhupada had the one on the 7th of October. He was at the City Hall. And in this book written by Parthasarathi Maharaj, he talks here about the Durban City Hall on Tuesday, October 7th. Srila Prabhupada's main program was held at the Durban City Hall. In those days, the City Hall was the most prestigious venue, especially for the Indian community. I arrived at 6 p.m. with a huge Vyasasan, and the ladies decorated with carnations. Just before the curtains opened, Mr. J.T. Bula, a leading member of the Gujarati community, introduced Srila Prabhupada. As Srila Prabhupada entered from the back of the hall, everyone stood up. Prabhupada climbed onto the stage and sat on the Vyasasan. He asked for kirtan. And here's an expert of what something Srila Prabhupada said, and then we will go on to some more promotions of what we're going to do next. So here's part of what Prabhupada said. So, this Krishna consciousness movement is practically Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Do you notice how with the green backdrop that Radhanath's face is green also? You notice that? So Krishna is very kind upon the conditioned soul. So Krishna can appear as blue and green, and he comes to the Lord Chaitanya as yellow. He is trying to elevate them to the real platform of Krishna consciousness again and again, but we are so stubborn. We are trying to forget Krishna again and again. This is going on. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is, especially he is instructing to the Indian people. Any Indian people here? He is saying to the Indian people, Bharata Bhumite Manusham Janma Hoila Yara. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in Bengal, in the district of Navadvip, about 64 miles from Calcutta, northern side. So his life and precepts are here. We have translated many books. You'll find Teachings of Lord Chaitanya and Chaitanya Charitamrita, almost 17 volumes. And we have summarized the teachings in one volume, so you can learn about the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But the summary of Chaitanya's teaching is like this. He says, every Indian, not only Bengalis, it is not that only he appeared in Bengal. There he advised the Bengalis, especially speaking to the Indians. He says that anyone who has taken birth in India, the pious land, his first business as a human being is to make his life perfect by taking advantage of the Vedic knowledge. So every Indian, especially the higher circles, namely Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, especially the Brahmanas, it is their business to make their life perfect by studying the Vedic knowledge and distribute this knowledge all over the world. Para upakara. Because so far as spiritual knowledge is concerned, outside India, they have got very meager knowledge. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested that every Indian, especially the higher castes, study the Vedic literature and distribute it throughout the world. So this is the continuum I was talking about. That Prabhupada is continuing Lord Chaitanya's mission, and he says that every Indian should take part in this. And the idea of Prabhupada coming here was to bring Krishna consciousness to the world. And the idea of opening the temple was the same. And the plans we have for the future are also the same. Some others will come up and discuss some of those plans for the future.
Thank you, Kshudi Prabhu, for that very enlightening class and starting us off with this topic. Devotees, as Prabhu mentioned, 2025 is a very important year for Sri Sri Radharanath and ISKCON in South Africa. So I would now like to hand over to His Grace Smara Hari Das, who's the Minister of Devotee Care and also part of the festival management team. Prabhu also offers strategic planning and consulting services nationally and globally.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. So thank you for this opportunity to speak on behalf of the temple management and the Festivals Committee. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to share the plans for this real milestone here. Okay, so yeah, this year is a special year, as you heard from His Grace Kshudi Prabhu. And Kshudi Prabhu, thank you for those really inspiring words. You always do justice when you come and visit us every year, so thank you for inspiring us. I'm hoping that you're going to speak again in a few minutes, because I want to call you just to add on some of the things that you've been saying. So as you can see there, 50 years of Srila Prabhupada's arrival in South Africa. One great personality. Would you believe it? 50 years have gone by so quickly, all right? So we're celebrating this milestone anniversary of Srila Prabhupada's arrival in South Africa. So 50 years is going to be ringing in everyone's ears from now till the end of the year. We want to 50thize everything, if that makes sense. And that's basically in honor of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Prabhupada. So this year marks another hallmark, another great milestone. It's the 40th anniversary of this temple, Sri Sri Radharanath. Okay, so we're going to be celebrating that. The temple opened way back in 1985. I remember I was a little kid then, and I've got real fond memories of the opening of the temple. So naturally, we're going to celebrate this milestone 40th anniversary throughout the year. So look out for the events. So I'm going to share, just some of the details. The information you're going to see is just high level. There's a lot of planning that's still to happen in the background between the management, or with the management and the festivals committee. Please bear with us. There's a lot of details that you won't see now, but they will unfold as the year goes on. So look out for key dates, timelines, and we need you to get involved as much as possible. So just adding on to Kshudi Prabhu's presentation, he's covered a lot of these pointers, but just to echo some of them. How it all started with Srila Prabhupada, one seemingly impossible mission. We all know that he crossed oceans and he left everything behind. And with only a few rupees, just a few rupees, and his faith, he started this organization. Okay? He started in 1966 in a small storefront, 26 2nd Avenue, New York. We know where it is now. We've got over 800 temples around the world and tens and thousands, if not millions, of followers around the world. So that's quite an achievement. We've all heard the phrase, in every town and village, the chanting of my name will be heard. And that was predicted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the question is, what are we going to do this coming year to further celebrate that prediction and honor Srila Prabhupada and honor Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well? Okay, so you see the picture of KZN and all the major towns. We have been singing the song of every town and village. We have been making various efforts over the years, over the last 40 years, in 50 years, and trying to achieve that mission. So that picture of KZN, hopefully we can cover all those blocks and ensure that the holy name is heard in every town and village. All right? And if there's one person that we are really forever indebted to, it's His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. All right? And the question is, what would each of us be right now if Srila Prabhupada had not come to South Africa some 50 years ago? We would be lost. I know I wouldn't be here. I'd probably be on the beach this hot day, and when Maya attacks us all, she does a very, very good job. So we would be lost. But if you look at that picture, the picture on the left, that's your left, versus the picture on the right, there's an individual there that's holding his head. It looks like he's highly stressed out. And the individual below, that cartoon character with endless problems, money, time, issues. You can see he's really stressed out and he's under a lot of anxiety. So, do you want to be in that condition as opposed to on this nice, beautiful, hot day on the beach, singing and dancing to the holy name? I think it's a no-brainer, all right? The question again is, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath Ki Jai. So again, the question is, where would we be had it not been for His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, who arrived here 50 years ago, right? So in honoring our founder, Acharya Srila Prabhupada, we've got lots of plans. There are lots of plans. So I'm just going to speak on behalf of the management for a few minutes, and Kshudi Prabhu, I'm going to call upon yourself again in a few minutes to speak a little bit more and just inspire us about the early days. So for the 40 years celebration, the anniversary celebrations, every year, we have Janmashtami festivals and all sorts of celebrations. This year on the 11th and 12th of October, it's a weekend fortunately, the usual, public programs, we're inviting the public to come out of fruit, flower offerings, prasadam, a massive stage program. All of this will be advertised. Like I said, we want to 50thize and 40thize, if there's such a word, but I guess you get the message. We want to go grand scale and really honor Srila Prabhupada and celebrate the 40 years of our temple. Naturally, there will be Pushpa Abhishek, Maha Yajna, Kailash Abhishek, the boat festival, outfits. I think most of you are already familiar with some of these items, but let's take it to a grand scale. Let's take it to a grand level, and we need each one of you to get involved. So please, contact the management, contact the festivals committee. We need all hands on deck for this year. This year is a milestone year, considering these two events. The more hands we have on deck, the better it is. And obviously, it's your service to the deities, your service to Srila Prabhupada, and obviously Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well. So please come forward. Then the temple renovation. We want to use the occasion to renovate and beautify the temple. Not that there's a lot of hard work to do. As you can see, the temple is one of the most beautiful in the world. But it's about engaging the devotees in devotional service, and therefore I say, we'd love for you to come on board and help us renovate and beautify the temple. Maha Temple cleanup, again, the management always engaging the devotees in cleaning up. We want to restore the temple to a pristine state through thorough cleanup of all areas, both inside the temple and outside of the temple. So there is some work to do, although we have one of the most beautiful temples. And you would also recall that we did, as a temple, we also received many awards, both nationally and I think to a point globally, for tourism. We are one of the most popular destinations in Durban, and various awards have been awarded to the temple. So we want to embark on a marketing campaign, locals and tour groups, making special packages. They are continuing, but we want to take it to another level. Okay, so that's just some of the events. And the Sunday program, dedicatory segment, we want to dedicate 10 minutes of each Sunday program to highlight specific qualities of Srila Prabhupada, supported by events or descriptions. Again, very high level detail, and more of the detail will unfold as we go along. Weekly quotes, we want to share 50 quotes. Again, you see that 50, it's coming along, 50 quotes, Srila Prabhupada, at least one per week, throughout, well, via the WhatsApp channel. Most of you, if not all of you, the communication via the WhatsApp channel, so to really make use of those technologies. And again, engaging with the Bhaktivedanta College of Education. There's various other initiatives, like the children's modules. We want to offer one module on Srila Prabhupada, tailored to each of the 3 age groups in the college, the Madhava, Damodar, and Madan Mohan classes. There's also going to be a youth challenge. We want to launch a Prabhupada Youth Challenge, where we are encouraging younger devotees to complete tasks like reading specific chapters of one of Srila Prabhupada's books. And then this Leelamrita course. There's a national initiative of the Go where they're going to call it Srila Prabhupada Night, where there's lots of things planned, for example, a monthly online talks by senior devotees. So maybe just keep that in mind, keep that on the radar. More details will be followed, all right? Times and dates to be announced soon. Before I call our next speaker, I'd actually like for Kshudi Prabhu to maybe come back to the Vyasasan, because, you know, if there's anyone that we are really grateful for, it's His Grace, Kshudi Prabhu. Like I think he mentioned, you can see how eager he is. That's the kind of eagerness we all want to be imbibed in us. That kind of eagerness, that kind of inspiration, that kind of mood. I only wish I could be like that. So Kshudi Prabhu, if you could speak, if you could officially, I could say, launch these 2 events on our calendar by just
First,
maybe...
what will be the days for commemorating Prabhupada's 50-year visit? The dates.
What are the dates? Have we finalized the dates as yet? Right, so we haven't finalized the dates. So, but in any event, we can hoping it would be in October sometime, but we were hoping that you can give us a lot more inspiration, particularly in book distribution. What was Srila Prabhupada's specific instructions on book distribution, how you can inspire the congregation?
When will we have the dates so we can fix it? Because if you put it in your book and have a date, that makes it more real.
I think Balaram is looking for that at the moment. Do we have a date?
It won't start like Prabhupada came on the 5th. It won't start on the 5th.
That sounds good.
Is it? So it'll start on the 5th?
Okay.
That sounds good.
That sounds
and
good.
It looks like the celebration for the opening of the temple will be on the 11th and 12th of October?
Yes. So
the 5th is also a Sunday? 5th of October is a Sunday?
what would be, I think?
Prabhupada came, it was on the 5th of October was a Sunday. So to start with that, or start a day early?
I think the week earlier would be suffice.
The which?
So the week earlier, that Sunday.
Sunday. So start on Sunday the 5th, day Prabhupada came.
Yes.
And then you'll have Prabhupada festivals up till the 11th.
Correct.
And then the 11th and 12th is the opening of the temple. And what happens after that?
I think the details have yet to be chalked out. Correct, Balaram? Again, we're sharing very high-level details here, and the plans have yet to be.
But we know we have at least those 8 days, the 5th of October till the 12th of October.
Correct.
That's a good start, and beyond.
Correct.
Because it's good to have a date. Even if you just do something small on that date, you can do it, right?
Yes.
So, what? On that day? There's a little time to plan, right? It's not tomorrow. It's a Sunday, but it's not this Sunday, right?
Sure. So therefore we're saying we're just sharing high-level details today. It's a
Especially
launch.
for some of us coming from a long ways away. Someone said, oh, they come from 25 kilometers away. I said, yeah, I come from 25,000 kilometers away. So we commemorate this because what we want to do is not on the level of Prabhupada, but something similar. Prabhupada came to deliver Krishna consciousness to South Africa on that day. And we saw that many of the Indian people, the influential ones like the Gujarati businessmen here and in Johannesburg, it's funny, Mr. Rasik Parikh, he worked for Arvind and Dhiru Gokul. And I had letters to meet people to ask them to become life members. And I'm on the plane chanting to pictures. And one man says, where did you get those pictures? I said, I'm on my way to South Africa to open a temple. I said, I have letters to meet people. See if you know any of these people. He looks through, he says, this is my father-in-law, Mr. T.P. Devshi in Durban. He looks through two more. He says, this is me, Arvind Gokul. So he became our first life member, which then it was 111 Rand, which now the Rand is so decreased, it would be more like 3,300 Rand for that same life membership, because the Rand is worth 1/30 of what it was then. But sight unseen, he became the first life member. We just arrived in the country the day before, and we're talking about, people ask me, oh, you came to South Africa to open a temple. Did you go to Sri Sri Radharanath? No. We came first and we had to talk to people about the idea of getting people interested, and then those people would get more people interested and they would build a temple. So they got Prabhupada to come here. Rasik would talk very slowly. He would say to me and Rishi Kumar, I think we should bring Swami Prabhupada to South Africa. What do you think, Rishi Kumar? Then he put his head like this. He said, how about you, Kshudi? What do you think about bringing Swami Prabhupada to South Africa? Is it a good idea? Yes. And so they were really intent on this. So it was an important thing to see what this is all about, right? This is what it's all about. It's not like a political party, but it's similar in the way that one person is presenting what the mission is. And so they wanted to see that. And so we present the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Do we sit people down and explain everything that Prabhupada spoke on Bhagavad Gita? Wouldn't it be nice if there was like a book that had many of the things in it that Prabhupada had discussed on Bhagavad Gita? Is there a book like that around? With comments Prabhupada made on Bhagavad Gita? You've seen Bhagavad Gita as it is, right? Does it have comments Prabhupada made? Now, isn't that the best thing you can give to people? But actually, it's good to convince them to buy it, because if people buy it, they consider the value. Because to sell something, you have to convince someone that the value of this book is greater than the price. And then they'll buy it as much as they can. If they're convinced of the value enough to pay for it, then they'll want to read it. And so it may take a little effort, but if we can convince them to do this. Someone was going to come here today from the Saptamandir Reservoir Hills Namhata. As I went to the Reservoir Hills, and at the time I sold the sets of books like the Gita, the Krishna book trilogy, and that set was 25 Rand, which would be now about 700 Rand. And then I had the big set, which was like 40, which would be 1,200 Rand. Someone brought one of those books today? Can we bring that forward? I would sell the sets of books to people, because if I convinced them the value, it was basically, by today's money, we're looking at a 700 Rand set and a 1,200 Rand set. Can someone bring that one forward? You want to go on to something while they're bringing it forward? It's the Krishna book trilogy in a package? The paperback ones? Yes. Oh, here it comes. This is something that I distributed in Thank you. Well, these are all the Gitas, but not the trilogy, Krishna book trilogy. But these are the ones we had, the small Gitas, and we had the big ones. Hare Krishna. Would like to go on to something else?
Yes, I think we'll stop there with your segment. So thank you, Kshudi Prabhu. I think we all can agree that if there's anyone else that we are really grateful to, is His Grace Kshudi Prabhu. So let's give him a round of applause. His Grace Kshudi Prabhu ki Jai. Second to Srila Prabhupada, he's the reason why we are all here today. So eternal gratitude to you, Kshudi Prabhu. Thank you. Yes, 53 years in South Africa.
55 years and 2 weeks.
55 and counting.
55 years plus 2 weeks.
So thank you, Kshudi Prabhu. So as I mentioned earlier, we're going to hear from some of the members of the festivals committee who are going to share brief plans on what they are going to be doing. So I'd like to call upon His Grace Dayal Chaitanya Prabhu. Dayal Chaitanya Prabhu is basically is the leader or coordinator for all the Namahatas in the Durban South Zone. He's also the leader for the Durban Lotus Park Namahata. Very active devotee, very sincere, dedicated devotee towards Srila Prabhupada. So Dayal Chaitanya Prabhu, is he around? So whilst he's making his way, I just want to share my gratitude to Dayal Chaitanya Prabhu and the members of the festival committee. I've worked with them for the last 15, 20 years or so, and a really special bunch of devotees. So thank you, Dayal Chaitanya Prabhu. Over to you.
Vanchakalpatrubhyasya kripa sindhurevasya patitanam pamaribhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, everyone. On behalf of the Namahatas and their congregation, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to share this message. Maybe some of you sitting here are not aware of what a Namahata is. So based on this, I'll introduce this wonderful medium by which the holy name is also spread. So what is a Namahata, and how can it play an instrumental role in the 50th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada? It is a meeting place which is held on a weekly basis and has the ability to not only create but facilitate various service opportunities for devotees to come together and engage in devotional service, which is really the bridge that connects us to Krishna. Of course, all this is practiced within the principles of ISKCON. The Namahata was revived by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and then recently implemented throughout the world by Srila Prabhupada. Here within our local yatra, we have many Namahatas which are really an extension of Sri Sri Radharanath, and they fall under the umbrella of the South Coast Zone. The pivotal difference, though, between the meetings at the temple and at Namahata is that the Namahata can provide a more personal interaction between the devotees and allow the groundwork to continue without having to be too concerned about its surroundings. In our participation and contribution to Srila Prabhupada, we will collaborate and consolidate all our efforts together with the festival team as an offering in the following way. Every Namahata program held, every Namahata festival hall program planned outside the temple, such as Sri Krishna Janmashtami, Ram Navami, every Namahata Sunday love feast prepared, every plate of prasad distributed by the Namahata, every Namahata house program held, every Harinam held within the Namahata, every book distributed by the Namahata, and every person joining the Namahata for the first time. If you'd like further information on how to join a Namahata, please see me during the lunch serve-out or contact the temple reception. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Thank you, Jayal Chaitanya Prabhu. You know, I really wonder where this amazing devotee finds the time to do what he does. He engages his family and his Namahata so wonderfully, because when I look at social media, Facebook and all the other good things, these guys are all over the place. So they're really doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Dayal Chaitanya Prabhu and his team. So the next slide. As part of the festivals committee, we're going to be engaging with Food for Life South Africa, and we are endeavoring to distribute some 500,000 plates of prasadam. As you can see, that's quite a tall order. And as I mentioned, we need all the assistance that we can get from yourselves, from your helpful selves, to help us achieve these targets. Temple festivals, you know the festivals committee, they celebrate everything and anything at the temple. There's many festivals on the horizon for the year, and like I said earlier on, we want to 50thize everything. It's not a real word in the dictionary, but I guess you get the picture. Make everything about 50 and 40. Harinam events, conduct 50 Harinam Sankirtan events across Durban. All right, hopefully we can do that. I'd like to now call upon His Grace Ujjwala Prabhu, who will speak about book distribution and what his plans are. Ujjwala Prabhu is the backbone in the festivals committee. You would have seen him around, really engaging devotees and really inspiring the devotees to continue their service. So Ujjwala Prabhu, thank you for your service, and let's hear what your plans are for book distribution, etc. Thank you.
Hare Krishna devotees. It seems like you're all very, very quiet and no one's excited. Please go back to the first slide there, Prabhu, the one previous to this. Dear devotees, 500,000 plates of prasadam. That's a tall order. I think we can do it. We should actually celebrate that, clap, enjoy it. Let's try and make the 50th celebration something here that we really want to achieve and show our dedication and commitment to Srila Prabhupada and devotees like Kshudi Prabhu, His Holiness Parthasarthi Das Goswami Maharaj, His Grace Ramanujacharya Prabhu. Remember, the fact of the matter is that we are all here because of these devotees' commitment, their dedication, and their accountability to Srila Prabhupada in ISKCON in those years gone back. I even told Kshudi Prabhu, I wasn't even born when he actually made the journey at 19 years old to come here to South Africa to try and start what is right now the Sri Sri Radharanath temple, and it's 40 years in the making because of the commitment and dedication of Kshudi Prabhu, His Grace Ramanujacharya Prabhu, His Holiness Parthasarthi Das Goswami Maharaj. And so we're looking for the commitment from the devotees that are sitting here, that have come through to the program today and try and commit to certain aspects of our goals that we want to achieve in Srila Prabhupada's 50th anniversary and Shri Shri Radha Radhanath's 40th anniversary. So when we talk about book distribution, and we say distribute 50,000 of Srila Prabhupada's books, we are talking about sometimes you may have books that you've already sponsored, that you have at home, that you would like to commit to us and allow us to do this distribution on your behalf, and it'll be recorded as per our data capturing, etc., that you have contributed to distribute these books. So you have books sitting at home, they're doing nothing, please bring it to the temple, come to us, we will capture your name, we will take these books and add it to the book distribution figures. So we're asking you to help us deliver and distribute these 50,000 books. It's already achieved in some way through the book marathon. The devotees, the Sankirtan teams that have gone out, they've already started distributing some books already this year. So the book marathon continued till the 7th of January. So some of those books we'll take into account and add it to our figures for the 50,000 Srila Prabhupada's books. When we say application of technologies, we have social media. Lots of us are sitting on our phones, WhatsApp, TikTok, yeah? And we know. People are on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. We're asking you to share this information. Once we've shared it with the congregation, we're asking you to share this information with everybody and try and get people to, and encourage them to take a book, to distribute the books, etc. When we're talking about daily reading pledge, we're talking about encouraging devotees and non-devotees to pledge reading Srila Prabhupada's books for at least 50 minutes a week. So as everyone is saying about 50 athais, etc., talking about 50 minutes a week, which is not a lot if we really take it in consideration. There's 7 days in a week. If we look at 7 minutes per day, it's 49 minutes, and we can add one. Right, so 7 minutes, really speaking, is not too difficult. So we're asking devotees and the congregation to commit and dedicate and give a pledge that you can do this. And when we do this, we capture this in our Google form, which we will share at a later stage. The Google form will be there in order for you to tell us exactly what you're pledging, what you're committing to Srila Prabhupada. Because without Srila Prabhupada, most of us won't be here. Me personally, I wouldn't be here. I have a very, very long history, and me as a person, when I was young and in my teens, I used to walk past this temple. I used to walk past this temple and hike through the link road, and I never set foot in this temple. For maybe 20 years, I didn't set foot in this temple. So without Srila Prabhupada, I wouldn't be standing here, and most of us wouldn't. So let's commit, give some sort of pledge, and dedicate ourselves to the 50th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada and the 40th anniversary of Shri Shri Radha Radhanath. During this time, and we will, as the dates come, we will start sending them out. We're looking at a display trailer. So this display trailer will commemorate Srila Prabhupada's 50th anniversary and Shri Shri Radha Radhanath's 40th anniversary, and we will take the display trailer to different areas within the Durban community. So we're asking you to also commit to this process. So you are living in, hypothetically, you're living at Unit 7, Unit 5, or Shaw Cross, Unit 11, Unit 3. You have a shopping center around your area. You have a shopping center around your area. We want you to talk to the center management, ask them if we get permission to be there so we can distribute the books, we can do Harinam, we can do all of those things. So we're asking for you to commit and pledge yourselves to our goals and our objectives. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Well done. Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks for that inspiration as well. I always look up to your associating with you and serving alongside you. Always inspiring. And thank you for that energy that you bring to the festivals committee as well. So next, I'd like to call our representative for PR, communications, social media. You heard some of it as well. So let's give a warm welcome to Her Grace Krisangi Radhe, who will speak on PR as public relations and the social media, advertising, etc., things that you've got to really get us going. Thank you.
Thank you, Smarahari Prabhu. Thank you, Kshudi Prabhu. Actually, just to create a different dimension to our presentation this morning, I am the national lead for this project, Srila Prabhupada's 50th anniversary to South Africa. So I've been blessed with the gift of this service for 2025, a mammoth task. I'm supported by His Grace Kala Prabhu, who sits in Cape Town, with a wealth of knowledge and experience, having worked with the SABC for a few decades. So I've got a national team that's quite active in terms of Srila Prabhupada's 50th anniversary celebration. So from a national perspective, it's a year that we are dedicating to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada came to South Africa 50 years ago, and as Kshudi Prabhu was saying, that perhaps, it's not similar to the anniversary of a political party, but it is an anniversary of the birth of ISKCON in South Africa. The idea of Srila Prabhupada coming here, giving us two instructions, one being, many instructions, but two that stood out, one being a temple being built in the heart of Chatsworth, the other one being our Festival of Chariots. So it is incumbent upon every one of us here to celebrate this in the best way that we possibly can. So nationally, I'm excited to share with you all that on the 5th of November 2024, last year in the month of Karthik, on the disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada, we had a soft launch of this year. Right? So every temple and every center across South Africa played a video by His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj, Parthasarati Das Goswami Maharaj, and His Grace Govardhan Prabhu, our co-GBC for SA. So on that day, we had pledged to Srila Prabhupada on his disappearance day that this year, centers across South Africa will dedicate every festival in honor of Srila Prabhupada. We spoke about book distribution. I'm also excited to share with you all that this year, BBT Africa has come on board, that we will be reprinting isiZulu books. Let's give a round of applause for that. So we are going on an isiZulu book drive. Srila Prabhupada's books are going to be reprinted by BBT Africa. I'm going to appeal to every single one of you to come on board for sponsorships for those isiZulu books. It's going to be a nominal amount. And together with Food for Life, we're going to go to the rural areas and distribute those isiZulu books to our schools in the rural areas. Every festival is from next week, Rath Yatra Richards Bay. We are going to celebrate Srila Prabhupada, radio, newspaper, TV adverts, broadcast media is all going to be abuzz this year with educating South Africa about the honor of Srila Prabhupada. And the reason behind this is that we have in schools, we have history lessons with the likes of so many of our political leaders, of Mahatma Gandhi, of so many great figures that have made a contribution to the society and the world. How many know about the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness? So that's our educational drive this year. That's our festival drive this year. And on that note, I'd also like to share, you already know that the Festival of Chariots over the Easter weekend this year, it's going to be a different flair from last year. We appeal to you as well to connect with Balaram Prabhu for service engagement during that festival. There's lots to do for that festival, and I'm here to remind you that planning preparation is already underway. So His Grace Balaram Prabhu would be the right person to connect to. AV presentations narrating the history of Srila Prabhupada's visits and contribution. ISKCON ZA, if you go to our website, www.iskonza.org, is going to be populated with a whole tab of Srila Prabhupada 50 in South Africa. You will be able to get resources under that tab. Social media campaigns, stories of your journey. We also want to hear from you. As Ujjwala Prabhu was saying that he used to walk past the temple, right? So we also want to hear what impact has this temple and has the founder Acharya made in your life? So lots of plans underway regarding that. And also in terms of service, contribution, in whichever way you have ideas how you could connect and support Srila Prabhupada's 50th anniversary in South Africa, please do see the team. Also, Gauteng has launched a reading, Srila Prabhupada's Lilamrita reading. We will share that. It's going to be on a Teams call, and senior devotees are going to get on that call for all of us nationally to have those readings once a month. I think it's on a Thursday evening. We will be able to share those details as well. So the main thing here is what's exciting about this. Although it's a Radhanath festival turning 40, it's Srila Prabhupada's anniversary to South Africa, 50 years, and the energy that's going to be all across our small centers, even in Klerksdorp, even in Ermelo, bigger centers, Sandton Rath Yatra, Lenasia 70, they are having a big festival. Soweto Rath Yatra, already the dates are out, 18th, 19th of October. It's going to be billed as a Prabhupada Rath Yatra. Our Durban Festival of Chariots. So the exciting thing about this is that we are a part of this event. So let's own it. Let's be grateful to Srila Prabhupada, and let's each and every one of us imbibe this mood of Srila Prabhupada 50 to South Africa for the year 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Sangiradi Mataji. Well done. I'm feeling more inspired now. So that is, I see that you've got your hands full. So remember, the Festivals Committee stands behind you. We're supporting you in all the initiatives that you want to achieve for our temple here in Durban in South Africa. Thank you. So the next speaker, we'd like to call upon Molly Mataji, to speak a little about some competitions and some other exciting projects. So Molly Mataji, tell us what your plans are. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. You guys are excited as we are? You don't sound excited. Are you excited? Ah, that's better. Good. Okay, so to commemorate these two special occasions, we are thrilled to announce a photo and a video competition for our congregation and well-wishers. I mean, we all know every one of you love to take our photos, and now's the time to put it to good use. So some of the competition categories, just very in point form, you can share pictures of historical highlights, share photos of videos of capturing Srila Prabhupada's visit, early ISKCON events, or the history of Radharanath Temple. Temple memories showcase moments of devotion, festivals, or community events centered around Sri Sri Radharanath Temple. Creative tribute, you can submit a creative photo or video tribute celebrating Srila Prabhupada's legacy or the beauty and the significance of our temple. So in each category, the festival committee will look at all the pictures. In each category, there will be 5 winners. But of course, you know, in ISKCON, every one of us are a winner. But there can only be 5 winners in each category. And these winners will receive devotional gifts and recognition during the grand anniversary celebration. So deadline for these photos and these videos will be at the end of September, so we can have them ready for October at the launch. So please, it's ongoing, if you can just submit that. Photos will have to be of high resolution, of course, and then videos should not exceed maybe 3 minutes. But like the speakers before me mentioned, that information will be given throughout the months to come. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Molly Mataji, for that. So just to add on and echo some of the things that she's been saying, Sri Sri Radharanath Ki Jai. So just to add on to what Molly Mataji has been saying, you've heard the regular call yourselves to engage with the leadership, to engage with the numbers, to engage with the festivals committee, to come on board and assist us as much as possible. Dedicate your time, service to the deities, and there's some incentives in place. I'm told by Balaram Prabhu that should you get more involved in these services, we will be making your offerings directly to the deities via the pujaris. We'll get maha directly from the deities, And we will be offering your names and the services that you are going to be doing to the deities and to Srila Prabhupada. So please, that's a real opportunity, so do come forward. Our next speaker is His Grace Panchamrita Prabhu, who's the leader of the Mir Bank, I think the Namahata there, and he's got some exciting news on how he's going to engage public. And yeah, let's hear from him. Over to His Grace Panchamrita Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. I think you'll need to stand up for a while because you were sitting too long. Let's stand up, please. Stretch your legs. Those of you can't, just sit down. It's not a problem. Put your hands up. Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki jai. Now you can see it. We're always grateful for these two events that are taking place because Srila Prabhupada has come in 50 years ago and then the temple 40 years ago, and we got Srila Prabhu, instigator of all that. He's taken Srila Prabhupada's instruction and brought it to us, right? We are thankful, but I want you to take this to another level. Sadhu Sangha is the most important aspect to get your spirituality growing. But I think if you sit and you speak or look around you, the person next to you, you don't know them, do you? Do you know the person next to you? And most of us don't. Really speaking, do you know them? Because why do you come to the temple? Why do you really come to the temple? To associate. And I know most people that come to the temple, they come and pray, they have the prasadam and they're gone. They did not associate. And association is the most important part of getting your bhakti up. Right? So we want, one of the natures of a devotee is to be always blissful. And I don't see it all the time, right? If you think of the next person, how many of us are in this room today? In this temple hall? 400? Say 300. If you think only about yourself, you have the power of one. If you think of everyone else, and there were 300 people here, you'll have the power of 299. So that's more than enough. As Srila Prabhupada said, the more you give, the more you'll get. Okay, so 500,000 plates of meal is not good enough for ISKCON, right? The Kumbh Mela is, you know it's happening. They are feeding 100,000 per day, minimum. Yeah, minimum. So why can't we do 1 million? Prabhu, why can't we do 1 million? Because Mir Bank alone is going to do 150,000.
One suggestion.
Yeah.
1,000 devotees feed 500 people. 1,000 devotees feed 500 people over the year. That's 500,000 for.
Smita Krishna is going to lead. So Prabhu, we need to change it to 1 million. Okay? We're going to try 1 million. How many of you think we can reach that? So you come join us. How many of you have heard of Garuda? Garuda will be going out every week distributing 500 meals. Times 50, that's a lot. So I need you to do, the reason I'm here is I want you to be joyful when you come in. And as we greet the people that are devotees that are coming in, I want you to greet them the same way. Because we want to care for you. And I can't care for you if I don't know you. And Krishna, one of the ways that you can be a devotee to Krishna is to be a friend. A friend means caring without expectation. Can we do that? So next time you see me, we're going to give you name tags so you can put your name, because I don't know all of you. I only know you as Mataji and Prabhuji. And my friend asked me, do you know Roy? I said, Prabhu, there's thousands of, I don't know which Roy you're talking about. Can we start that? When you see me, you come and tell me, Panchamrit, my name is X, Y, and Z. I'll say, so glad to know you. How can I help you? We've got visitors from Botswana, from the Netherlands, from Awik. So let's give them a warm welcome. Lastly, I'm going to tell you, all your devotees here, if you do see a sticker on your table that says reserved, it means for the people that have come in for the very first time, and I'm taking them around. So please do not be embarrassed if you say, Mataji, please, you have to wake up from here. It's for someone else. Could we do that? Could you please welcome, if it's in the interest of everyone, because you're a child of Krishna, right? So this is my house. And if anyone comes into the door, it is my responsibility to welcome them. So if I'm not there, it's your responsibility, because you're also my brother or sister. But if you see that someone is not taking charge of it, you don't have to know anything about Krishna consciousness. Welcome them. Because your welcome alone is Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much. Let's have a beautiful year. Very well.
Thank you, Panchamrita Prabhu. I particularly like the part about caring without expectations. So the Minister Devotee Care stands by you on that, and we'll give you full support. So again, another wonderful devotee, wonderful initiatives. I think he needs a round of applause. So I think I've overstayed my welcome in the front here. We've come to the end, and we'd like to thank all our speakers, particularly His Grace Kshudi Prabhu, and the speakers of the Festivals Committee and their plans for the rest of the year. I want to personally apologize to each of you for shortcomings that we may have in the presentations. We have been, as you can see, it was a rushed presentation. But be that as it is, thank you for the audience, and please do engage with the Festivals Committee, the temple leadership. We need your hands, we need your services, and like I said, there will be incentives. So with that, I'd like to end, say thank you, and hand it back over to the MC. So MC, thank you for affording us this opportunity.
Hare Krishna. Thank you to all our presenters for today. I think we all have so much to look forward for in the new year. Devotees, there's just a few announcements. A reminder that Saturday, the 25th of January, is the Richards Bay Rath Yatra. And also a reminder that tomorrow is the last day to register for the online ISKCON Disciples course with His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami. If you need more information on that, it can be found on the temple social media pages. Today's love feast was prepared by the Claris State Namahata, headed by His Grace Jagannath Das and his team. We will now go into the rest of Aarti and Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Shri Radha Radhanath ki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Radhanath, Radhanath Shri Radhe.
Radhanath, Radhanath.
Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari.
Gaura Hare, Gaura Hare, Gaura, Jaya Gaura.
Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Gaur Haribo. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Ram Jaya Krishna Balaram, Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajakacharya Ostater Sata Sri Sriman His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajakacharya Ostater Sata Sri Sriman His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Prabhupada Ki Ananta Gaudi Vaishnavin Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Shikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta Ki Shamakund, Radhakund, Giri Govardhan Ki, Yamuna Mai Ki, Ganga Mai Ki, Tulsi Devi Ki, Bhakti Devi Ki, Sri Sri Radha Radhanath Ki. 40-year anniversary of the temple opening Ki. 50-year anniversary of Srila Prabhupada's visit. Opening of the temple of the Vedic Planetarium Ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. So let's give that coordinating committee who presented today a nice round of applause. Hari Hari Bol. Let's hear a Hari Bol. Thank you. There's a lot of work going into that, so we have to appreciate. With a cutter. Ugram Biram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Savatomukam Nishimam Vishnam Bhadram Mrityu Mityam Namamyaham Namaste Narasinghaya Pradhaladaine Praladhaladadaine Hiranyakashipu Vaksha Shilatanka Nakalaye Shilatanka Nakalaye Ito Nishingha Parato Nishimha Yato yato yami tato nishenghai Vahi nishengha ridaye nishengha
Bahin Shem Hori Dayen Shingha Nashingha Madim Sharanam Prapade Narashingha Madim Sharanam Prapade Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Aka Nishingade Chant loudly. Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Joya Nishingadev, 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 Jaya Nishingadev, Nishingadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada. Bhakti Vigna Vinasha Nishingadev Bhagavan ke Bhakta Shresh Prahlad Maharaj ke Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Launch of the 40th and 50th anniversary ke Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Sarira Vidyaja Jyotintriyata Heka Jiva File Vishaya Sagare Taramadya Jivati Lobha Moisudharmati Take Jeta Kotina Samsare Krishna Baradoya Moy Kori Barajiva Jai Swaprasadana Dilo Bhai Sayanamrita Pavo Radha Krishna Guna Gawa Premedako Chaitanya Nitai Jai Nitai Jai Nitai Jai Nimai Jai Nitai Jai Nimai Jai Nitai. Shri Shri Radha Radhanath Mahaprasad Ki, Bhagavat Prasad Ki, Srila Prabhupada Ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.